Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home of the New Mexico State Aggies, and we have a showdown coming up in the land of enchantment. Today we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders taking on the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Tipton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Back to throw, it's Battiato. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so that they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in 3rd and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first 3rd down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So New Mexico State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking the loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man, it's Butler. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Dropping back, it's 5. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parks. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Callaway.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here's the return from inside is Tenn. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Tipton. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decision.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
They punted away on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give him a little breathing room out to the 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. On 1st down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's 5. Makes the grab, it's Pride. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harris. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rushes on him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
New Mexico State.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Pride. Touchdown, New Mexico State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Tipton. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Vattiato. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
First down for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tipton. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
it's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Gives it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Fife. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Stanley.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
And here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waiting for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Fourth down coming up.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Battiato. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's on target and complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's King. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That's it for this period. New Mexico State has the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To throw, it's Battiato. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires one high and deep. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Middle Tennessee, 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Looking for a gap. It's Stanley. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Fife. That's caught, it's King. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
By the receiver.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. With the catch, it's Butler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw again. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll go with a direct snap. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.